Hi guys, welcome back to Prospect Channel TV. Thank you for always stopping by. If you're just joining us for the first time, please kindly subscribe to this channel and don't forget to give us a thumbs up, abeg. Waiting you are about to watch could shock you. What is actually going on in Finland? The Finland government versus Simon Ekpa and Nigerian government. Okay guys, let's go there. I will be right back. Thank you.
Interesting info and a lot of interesting activities has played out in Finland regarding Mr. Simon, a man held in Kilamakoski Correctional Center. As we speak, the government of Finland and the Päijät-Häme district courts are currently in panic and in full confusion. So the question here is, why is the government of Finland totally confused about Simon's case at this point in time? Well, in our previous video, we made mention of the fact that the president of Finland traveled to Tanzania to attend a particular conference or a meeting. In that meeting, a top individual in Africa came out to criticize the government of Finland, stating categorically that the government detained Mr. Simon unjustly and illegally. This particular statement did not sit well with the president of Finland, and that is why after that conference in Tanzania, he called the National Bureau of Investigation. He also put a call across to the Päijät-Häme District Court asking them to publish a press statement. Yes. Interestingly, when the Päijät-Häme District Court, that is the court that will try Mr. Simon, received that call from the presidency in the person of Alexander Stubb, these guys rushed immediately. They went straight to a media house or a publication agency known as Yale so as to render or tender an official statement regarding Simon's case. Well, showing right now on your screen is this statement made by the presidency through the Päijät-Häme District Court, published by Yale News Agency. It states, and I quote, "Lati municipal politician in the person of Simon charged with series of offenses." I can't particularly mention this offense showing right now on your screen because of YouTube terms of service. Yes, it also went a step further to claim that the lawsuit on Simon is a unique case. This is coming from their head prosecutor. Well, just in case you don't understand what is currently going on here, the president of Finland was heavily criticized in Tanzania because of Simon. He called the Päijät-Häme District Court to release a statement regarding Simon. These guys obeyed and they published this particular article showing right now on your screen. This article is saying that Simon's case, Simon will be charged to the Päijät-Häme District Court for sure for this offense highlighted on your screen right now. But then his case is a unique one. His case has never been seen in the country of Finland, and his case will need a lot of timing and trial. Yes, just in case you don't believe me and just in case you want to fact check the statement mentioned previously, showing right now on your screen is a statement coming from the DPM, the Deputy Prime Minister of the USP, in the person of Ngozi Orebowezi, where she stated that breaking update from Finland. The Finland government has decided to toe the criminal part of Nigeria government by charging PM Simon with public incitement to commit an offense. This report came in today, being the 16th of May of 2025, to the USP government. We will see how this frivolous charge will end between Finland, Nigeria, and the USP. Yes, like I said, this is coming from the DPM. You can go to our Twitter page right now and verify the information that will be shared in subsequent time. But then, the government of Finland did not even stop there. The president of Finland did not even stop there. He also listed the offenses Simon will be tried for. He listed the offenses Simon will be charged for in the coming months. Take a look at this. Pay attention to the highlighted part of your screen because we have a lot of info and intel domiciled in this particular post. It states, the Deputy Prosecutor General has decided to bring charges against Simon for public incitement to commit an offense with this particular sentence that I can't mention, and also participation in a terrorist group. Just in case you don't know, Simon is going to face 2 charges. Showing right now on your screen are these charges. You can pause this part of the video to read up and understand. But then there's a problem. There's a big problem. It feels like the government of Finland are scared at this particular point in time. It feels like the ICJ has placed a call to the government of Finland asking them to pay close attention to Simon's case. Why did I say so? Well, take a look at this publication showing right now on your screen where it states, in this trial, we will look at what has happened online and whether it fulfills the criteria of an offense. This is coming from the Deputy Prosecutor General in the person of Chuka Rape. It It also went a step further to claim that, according to RAPE, the call to investigate whether a person who has operated in information networks from Finland has been involved in these offenses. This man also went a step further to claim that this is a unique and a first case of its kind. Wow, this is a very, very interesting one. I don't know if you guys are paying attention to what is currently happening in Finland. The government of Finland, let me break things down for you to understand in very, very simple terms. The government of Finland wants to try Simon for 2 charges. Showing right now on your screen are 2 charges. But at the same time, they are not too sure. They are not too sure if this man actually committed these offenses. Showing right now on your screen. They are not too sure. They have never seen a case like this in their judicial settings, in their judicial precedents. They've never seen a case where somebody will live in their country and run some activities from their said country in another country's settings entirely. So the government are saying that we've investigated this man and we found that this man committed these 2 offenses, these 2 listing on your screen, but we don't know how to actually trial him. We don't know how to actually deal with his case. What are these guys trying to do at this point in time? Are they trying to send him to Nigeria using this particular loophole as a means to extradite him? Nobody knows for sure. But one thing we know is that Simon is doing something to counter all of the statements and all of the confusions happening in the Paijahame district court. Yes, so the question here is, what is Simon doing at this particular point in time? Well, we will come back to that in a second, because we need to heavily analyze Simon's response, because it's going to change the way and manner things move from this particular point in time going forward. But then while making this video, we stumbled on an interesting news and updates coming out from the country of Uganda. This is not in relation to Mr. Simon or the US in any way, shape or form. This has to do with democracy on the African continent. So the question here is, what has happened in Uganda? Take a look at this publication where it states, Ugandan president's son threatens to banish citizens who vote against their father. Yes, just in case you don't understand, Uganda as a country will run its presidential elections by January of next year. January of next year being 2026. And the son of Yoweri Museveni, who happens to be the current president of Uganda, has come out to warn every citizen of that country that if you vote against my father, my dad, I'm going to heavily banish you from this country. This doesn't make sense in any way, shape or form. This guy did not even stop there. He did not even stop there. He also went a step further to tell the Ugandan military force that from this day henceforth, going forward, all the females no longer has a right to put on trousers. Yes, for a better clarity, take a look at this publication where it states, he also announced a new policy banning female soldiers from wearing trousers. This is crazy. And if you want to even see the craziest part of this whole conversation is the fact that his father, Museveni, has been the president of Uganda for over 35 years now. Showing right now on your screen is a detailed breakdown of this guy's administration. He came into power the 29th of January of 1986, and up to this particular point in time in 2025, this man, Museveni, is still the president of Uganda, and he happens to be the longest serving president of that country, serving over 35 years. This is massive. Yes, if you think Museveni's case is crazy, well, we also have other craziest leaders in Africa. Showing right now on your screen are the listing of the 5 longest serving presidents on this continent. We have, on number 1, we have Paul Biya of Cameroon. He has been in power for over 50 years. And we also have Teodoro Obiang, who served 45 years in power. As you can see, democracy in Africa isn't working, because how can a human, one person, be in power for over 50 years? Wow, that's half a century. It doesn't make sense in any way, shape or form. This simply shows that democracy in Africa isn't working, and we should probably look for a different administrative pattern that will favor or fit the African settings. Well, an individual known as Eli Twinyo wrote a book. He made a book regarding democracy in Africa. This is a book that every individual has to read and understand. In this book, he dissected the tenets of democracy and how it has come to fail, to everly fail on the African continent. Do well to check out this book if you love reading. Check out this book written by Eli Twinyo. It's a massive one, and you definitely get a lot of info from this book. Well, moving on swiftly, let's get back to Mr. Simon's case. Let's get back to his case. The government of the USB aren't too happy with the way and manner the president of Finland is currently operating Mr. Simon's case, and that is why they came out to make a press statement and a press release. Showing right now on your screen is a statement coming from the government of the USB, published 19 hours ago. Feel free to pause this particular point of this video to read up and understand, because these guys made serious points. They called out the leaders of the Finnish government, calling them out that why will you treat one of your own like this? Why are you treating one of your own, a man who have served your country in the military form, in the civilian form, and as a politician? Why are you treating him in this particular way and manner? Feel free to pause this point of this video, read up and understand. Now let's go to the interesting part of this whole conversation. Yes, Mr. Simon, through his lawyer, the person of Carl Gumeres, has noticed that the Finnish authorities are currently confused on how to tackle his case. They are confused on how to trial him. They are confused on how to present his case to the Paijehame District Court. And that is why Simon, together with his lawyer, has done something that makes a lot of sense. What did Simon do, and how does it make sense? Well, take a look at this particular article showing right now on your screen, where it states that Simon, a former municipal politician from Lati, is charged with this offense. Okay? It went a step further to claim that the Deputy Prosecutor General has decided to bring charges against Simon for public incitement to crime and blah, blah, blah. We know all of this part already. But then Simon made a good point. He made a good difference for himself. This article also went a step further to claim that Simon has denied all of these charges. Yes, so as you can see, Simon is ready to plead not guilty. He has denied every single thing coming from the Paijehame District Court. This is a smart move, because last week somebody, a top lawyer in Finland, advised him to plead guilty to the charges leveled on him. But now Simon said he's not going to plead guilty, but instead plead not guilty. Why is this a smart move? Well, we all know that the Paijehame District Court and the Finnish police are yet to totally grasp and understand Simon's case. Yes, these guys made mention of the fact that they've never seen a case like this in their country. They've never seen an offense like this in their country. They don't even know how to trial him. And for Simon to plead not guilty, he has made it very difficult for the Paijehame District Court to tender a ruling. He has made it very difficult for them to pass a judgment, because they have to go far and beyond. They have to probably rewrite their laws and constitution regarding case of incitement, because as we speak, Finland doesn't have any particular sentencing for incitement. This eventually happens to be an intelligent move coming from Simon and his legal counsel team. Yes, they are pleading not guilty. They will go to the courtroom with the claims of, see, we are not guilty. We don't know what we are talking about. We have no linkage to any form of incitement or any form of group. We don't know anything about it, and we have no hands in anything you're presenting in the courtroom. Yes, but as we speak, as Simon is trying to defend himself in the court of law, something interesting has played out in the USA. The president of that country has appointed a USB citizen into his political cabinet. This is a big one, and this played out yesterday. The USB citizen has been appointed into US security structure. The question here is, who is this individual and why was she appointed? Well, if you want to...
So thank you very much for staying to the end of this video. Thank you. Please share this video, let it go viral. Bye for now.